douche, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a douche. Madman drums, bummers, Indians in the summer with the teenage diplomat.
Smoked ham hock, apple cider vinegar. Fill about the bottom. There you go. Add your greens, provided by K&T Produce. Add some chicken stock or bone broth. Bone broth. Add some more until it's almost more than halfway. And then we're going to crush some garlic, as you can see. Put the garlic here, you're nice sideways like this. Pound it and crush it, all right? Put it on the side. Boom, pound it. We're gonna get all the flavors out when we add it to the collards. There it goes. And then add your crushed garlic. Butter. Butter. Then we're gonna put a lid on it. Yes, I know it doesn't fit, it's fine. And we're just gonna slow cook it for about, I like it to about 2 hours. Slow cook it, and don't worry, do not add all that chicken stock. You want it a little bit more than that.
Almost paradise, we're knocking on heaven's door. Almost paradise, how could we ask for more? I swear that I can see.
I am using his recipe today. As you can see, it was all in grams. So use this little dandy tool to measure everything. That's what we use in the kitchen. But you can find so many great biscuit recipes online. Basically, you know, buttermilk, butter, salt, sugar, baking powder, and flour. Okay? And I'll put the recipe down. I had to cut it in half because I'm not making that many biscuits as restaurants usually do. And I'll go through all that. So let's get started. So we did 450 grams of milk. I used whole milk, but then wanted buttermilk. I didn't have buttermilk, so I used about a tablespoon of white vinegar. Then I have 375 grams of butter, unsalted.
With butter.
12.5 grams of salt, 30 grams of granulated sugar, 12.5 grams of baking powder, and 625 grams of all-purpose flour. So what we're going to be doing, I have it all measured out so we don't have to go through all measurements. All right, there we go. All the dries and dry in here, okay? Everything's in here. All right, so here's my butter that I weighed out and I cubed, all right? It's got to be ice cold, okay? Here's my milk, all right? Cold, everything cold, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to add about most of the butter here.
Butter.
All right, get it all in the flour, and a little handy dandy tool right here. And I am going to get it into pea-sized shapes, all right? All right, and we're just going to bring it in there and keep going, all right? You don't want your butter room temperature, all right? You want it nice and cold, all right? You can also do this in a food processor, all right? I'm just doing it by hand because I got nothing else to do.
All right. Yeah. Keep going. Move your hand. You can break it up. Pea sock. All right. Little peas. All right. You don't want to mash it all. You want to put some butter in there.
Now we got it in a pea shape, and we're going to add our buttermilk. Well, fake buttermilk, but milk with a little vinegar in there. All right, and we're just going to pour it in here and stir it up. Use my big old wooden spoon. Here we go. Stir it up, fold it in. And it's going to be wet, all right? So you want it wet. That's all right. We're going to add a little bit more flour when we roll it out. Do not overmix it. It will look like a hot mess. All right, but that's all right. All right, so we're just going to mix it, and then we're going to flour our table, and we're going to roll it out. All right, so now we got our dough with a flour surface. All right, and my daughter Michaela is going to be helping us, and I made her put her hair back because I don't want to eat any hair. All right, so if you got long hair, make sure you put a hat on or put it in a ponytail. All right, so I have 2 little rings. All right, so when we roll these out, I'm going to cut them, and then I'm going to put them in a pan with some parchment paper right here, and we can bake them at 315 for about 12 to 15 minutes. Or what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them in a freezer and bake them later on. Okay, and you bake them at the same amount. All right, so what we're going to do, we got our flour. I'm going to add a little flour to our rolling pin, and right on top, right here, put a little flour right here. All right, Michaela, give me your hand. All right, get a lot of flour on here. We don't want this dough to stick on our hands. There we go. There we go. Good. All right, so you're going to have a little mess. All right, there we go. All right, stand back a little bit. So get the dough, and we're going to roll it. All right, pack it down. There we go. We're going to roll it like that. All right, Michaela, you want to roll it? All right, we want it about 1 inch thick. All right, here we go, Mac. Let's see you roll it. There you go. Whoa, don't roll the center. Roll over here too, right? We want to get it up. You see right there?
Yeah.
It's sticking, right? So what do we got to do?
Put some more flour on.
That's it. Put some more flour on it right there. Get it all that. You can see the butter chips in it. Oh, there's my dog's getting angry. All right, so there we go. See that? And we can go out like this, all right? Because it's going to stick because we're getting to the gooey part, all right? So that's why we have to add a little bit more flour. I like my biscuits, hold on, honey. I like my biscuits a little thicker, all right? You can make them thinner as you want. Like I said, you can add whatever you want to it, all right? Cheese or whatever. I like a good old buttermilk biscuit, all right? There we go. See that? That's the size I want, all right? And there we go. All right, so here we go. There's Michaela pointing to the butter. And here's about the thickness. Right there. See that? Now, when we cut it, all right, you're going to take the one on the side, and you can do cookie cutters or whatever you want. You can cut them in squares. Doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to press down and turn, and then bada bing. All right, and we're going to put it right on our sheet. All right, Michaela, you want to try?
Yeah. Can you pick it up?
No, put it right here. There you go. Push it down. There you go. All right. And you pop it out.
Daddy.
You did. All right. Do it again. All right. So there we go. Try to get as close as you can like that, because all this extra ones we're going to roll up and make more. We're not going to waste any of this.
It's a beautiful day, feeling the sunshine on my face. It's a beautiful day, oh yeah. I'm gonna wake up and get myself a cup of coffee, open the windows and the doors. Baby, let's go outside, I can feel the air, it's warm. Let's go for a long ride, the speakers are blaring. A beautiful day, feeling the sunshine on my face. It's a beautiful day.
Those biscuits, woo, at 350.
I hope it's just like this tomorrow. Beautiful day. Oh yeah. You are my
Thank you for watching and good eating.